All right, Big Bang. Today is Wednesday. It is June 28th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Free swim Wednesday. Still in Nashville. Myself, Chief, Danny. It's not early, but Chief overslept the podcast, so we got to address that off the top.
All right, it's about 10:30. We were supposed to record the free swim at 10, but Chief is MIA, so now we're gonna go Room Raiders' ass. What happened? Free swim 10 a.m. It's 10:30, brother.
I fucked up.
We know.
I don't know if you overslept or what you did, but it's been some people are calling him WS Chief so far on this trip.
I reject that from yesterday. Today was the WS Chief moment. I'll give you that. I was looking at I was awake, kind of hurting, but awake. But we have a group checks that we usually have, like our schedule, and I checked and there wasn't anything on there. The real problem here is Ryan Whitney. He canceled on us, which is why we're doing this right now. And then we had a separate chat, and I just, I had a rough night in Nashville, and I fucked up.
I had a Room Raiders' ass this morning.
Yeah, you did. You
Yeah.
bum
You
rushed his
almost had
room.
to get the blur effect going.
He was trying to see my nugget.
Were you?
He was
I
naked.
was like-
I didn't know it.
It's under the covers.
No shit.
And
I'm
I was
like,
wait.
can
I
you-
was. I had told him I had to wait there. Like, remember when your mom wake you up for school? You'd be like, yeah, but then 30 seconds later you go back into the REM cycle. I couldn't let him do that. I had to wait by the door.
Well, as you can hear by the sounds of us, it sounds like Danny are in the best shape of anyone. I'm
Yeah,
probably in
what
the
is
middle.
what is going on with you?
Yeah.
I'm a professional drinker.
Hardo.
Hardo's
No,
right.
I didn't go that hard last night.
Yeah, you were
I
sourpuss
haven't
last
gone.
night.
I haven't gone hard at all.
I know. This is sourpuss.
today
sourpuss Dan.
Sourpuss. Today is the drinking day. I'm saving my ammo.
I also love people listening to this. It's Wednesday afternoon, and they're like, "Dude, get a grip, guys.
Yeah.
Get a fucking grip."
I don't know how people live here.
I don't know.
Well, Sunday at the Barstool Bar our plan was, we're going for one or two. And then Dante passed me a tequila pineapple. And I'm like, I guess it's going to be more than one or two.
Yeah.
You just knew right from that moment it was going to be a night. And then last night, I think there was some intentionality behind last night.
Yeah. Well, it was first it was a very, very busy day. Got all the shit done. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. But we should also note that the Jack and Coke ready-to-drink canned cocktail is out. It's here.
Mm-hmm.
It's also the official whiskey cocktail sponsor of the NASCAR Chicago Street Race, which you guys know by now. In the heart of Chicago, big race happening this weekend. We're all excited for it. We'll be there. And, Jack Daniel's whiskey is and Coke is – I mean, we're in Tennessee, so it actually feels pretty great reading this.
I had a
ad
couple
read
last
now.
night.
Yeah, exactly.
Same.
So go check these out. Canned beverage. Everyone loves these. They just made it like we've just gotten to the point where everyone needs the pre-mades.
Yeah.
Like they're just
You going to make people mix my own drink?
Yeah,
No.
exactly
Pre-made Jack and Coke.
Yeah. So make it count. Jack Daniel's. Please drink responsibly. Tennessee whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume. Jack Daniel Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee. Whiskey specialty, 7% alcohol by volume. Jack Daniel's and Old Number 7 are registered trademarks. 2023 Jack Daniel's, all rights reserved. Whether you're hitting the home run or watching from home, whether you're hitting the race or watching from home, celebrate the Chicago Street Race with the new Jack Daniel's and Coca-Cola ready-to-drink canned cocktail. Enjoy the crisp, refreshing, and unmistakable taste of the iconic Jack and Coke in a ready-to-drink can. Now available nationwide. Find Jack and Coke near you or get Jack and Coke delivered by visiting jackdaniels.com/whiskey/Jack and Coke. Danny, what do we got?
So the first night we were here, people went out, and Lance, Eddie, and I had stayed back. Ed went to bed probably like 9 p.m. per usual.
It was 12:07. I remember shutting my laptop then.
And so poor Lance was starving. Lance was about to, our producer here right next to me, was about to faint from hunger, basically. And we went on Uber Eats, and he ordered some pizzas. And mid-order, like it was on its way, and Uber just canceled. It wasn't like we're finding you a new driver. Uber was like, our support system decided to cancel your order. It's like, all right, Lance, let me give this a try. I tried it. They said the same thing. They said no drivers nearby. It was probably like 12:30 at that point. And Lance is down in the dumps, and he goes, if pizza somehow ended up coming here, I will start believing in God. I was like, well, you better pray, kid. And then we just went to bed hungry. And then like 20 minutes passed by, and I hear some rustling outside of my bedroom where the kitchen is. And I figured Lance was like picking on the road trip snacks, Dave's Cinnamon Toast Crunch Bugles.
Dude, those
And
are
then,
terrible.
and then I come out here, and there is just 2 pizzas magically on the counter. And I go to knock on Lance's door. I go, did the pizzas come? And he's like, what are you talking about? I said, there are 2 pizzas magically on the kitchen table. Came down here, sure enough, there were. So now Lance's faith is restored.
He's been in the Bible Belt for about 12 hours, and now he's a God guy.
Yeah.
He said, like, anyone, what'd you say if someone ever says God isn't real, you have a healthy debate?
Yeah, I got to debate him on site instantly, right away.
Yeah, you're pot committed now. Like, you can't back off this now. So how did 2 pizzas just randomly show up?
Oh, well,
The Lord.
The Lord, our
True.
Savior, a.k.a. Dante the
I thought he's a
Don.
bread and fish guy. But I didn't know he was. I didn't know he got into the Italian stuff.
He likes a big cheese.
Yeah.
But no, Dante ended up coming back here, and he picks him up on the way. But we didn't even know he was here the entire time.
And then
Lance's guardian angel.
then you just fucking bum rush Dante's door, and you're like, hey, did you get you thought someone here, someone dropped him off at our doorstep, right?
Yeah.
But he had already got him.
I had thought like maybe one of the Uber Eats drivers finally connected, and they just left it outside,
That's unreal.
He's the patron saint of pizza.
That's yeah.
basically. So yeah, I just wanted to give some insight on now why Lance is a man of God.
That's a respectable story, Lance.
What'd you pray for last night? Anything?
Start manifesting shit.
Great content, so we got good.
All right,
Oh, no.
all right. You pray for good content. All right, that's good stuff, Lance. That's good stuff.
Better pray hard, boy.
Yesterday we were go Kid Rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about that? We were in Kid Rocks, like a little area. That was kind of cool.
VIP.
It's not Kid Rock's little area. It's Glenny Balls' little
Yeah,
area.
that's true.
Glenny Balls owns this town.
I
That's
know.
what I've become convinced of.
Yeah. No, I know but legitimately, there's like a little door to like a little spot on the balcony, and that room like is Kid Rock's like private little spot.
Yeah.
Glenny Balls just has access to it, which is awesome.
So I didn't do the full Broadway experience, I guess, last night. This is my first time in Nashville. Last night was my first time at Broadway. But I remember when I was on like a year ago or so, and I was saying it was my first time in Vegas, and the hype was pretty matched. I might have to say the same about Nashville.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really?
From Monday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Monday night,
Yeah.
it was like a Chicago Saturday.
How much do you think that band was like, who the fuck are these guys, and why is White Sox Dave requesting all these
Yeah.
ridiculous songs?
That was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
See, I had to pull out the camera. Sometimes, do we even get into that?
Yeah, why not? I mean, he's not here to defend himself, but he could defend himself on tomorrow's mid show. But we could bring up the story.
Sure, there's social videos out now in Barstool, Chicago. We were hanging along the rail right next to a live band, and Dave just kept showing the lead singer his phone. And on the phone was like a song suggestion. And Dante was by his side, DJ Dante the Don, just basically fuming because Dave kept giving this cover band like B-side tracks of like not known bands, like songs a band wouldn't know. And Dante's like, let them do their thing, blah blah blah.
Well, they were asking for requests. I know that. And like they were letting you auction up to get your song played. But Dave fancies himself as the number one song picker in the world for parties. Like
He's number one at everything. Number one burger maker. Number one fucking song picker. Dude, the guy's,
nobody can request songs.
that guy's
like me.
relentless, man.
But they were like, hey, we're in a country western bar, but they had been playing like, it's a Kid Rock bar, so they've been playing like some hardcore rock. I have a great video of Tom and Dave like down trying to like mosh pit vibing out to like Metallica or what song was that?
They played all the small things at one point. I didn't see your video, but they were all over the board. Yeah.
So Dave, the song that he was requesting was Love Shack. He wanted to hear Love Shack as if it was a wedding from 25 years ago. And he was like, that's what makes him, that's the White Sox Dave experience. He's the best song picker in the world. And he thought that was like a home run pick, Love Shack.
They said they'd never played it before either.
Yeah.
I feel like
was their
that
first time.
requires like extra instruments.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
song,
don't get me
like
wrong.
The 80s beats.
Love Shack's awesome.
I don't really like Love Shack.
No, Love Shack's a great song.
It's great, just so random to
Yeah.
request.
But that's,
You never know what song Dave is gonna request.
That's the song that makes me sit down on the dance floor.
No, that's
Oh.
crazy. Especially when we go bang, bang, bang. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It comes
I know the
back.
song.
Boom, boom. That's like, I love Love Shack. I also think that, well, I actually am shockingly on Dave's side because they were like begging him to, like they knew that it was kind of like, respect to the band, great band, but it was kind of like Carney's. Like they saw the sucker, and it was Dave who wanted his music played so much. Dave paid a $100 bill.
I forgot. I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
For what song again?
Love Shack.
Oh,
He
okay.
paid him. He
Okay,
gave them $100.
He
bill.
requested his song, and they said
Yes,
we don't
dude.
know that one, which was
Come and Get Your Love.
"Come and Get Your Love"
And he did one more too. Bop. His first one was Bop.
Like,
by
no.
Hanson.
Yes. by
That's a
Hanson.
good pick.
It is, but it's just like that. You have to know that they're not going to know these songs. Like that band's not going to.
But he's not a country guy. That's his like. That's a big. It's a big crack in the armor of White Sox Dave.
That's way down the list.
What Bop?
Bop. Like I like when Bop comes on. I think everybody does. But like that band, he was treating them as if they were a DJ. Just put it on.
Yes.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
if they were a jukebox, and
Yeah.
that was his touch tune.
And his motive, he would type it in on Spotify and he would just show him the song.
Actually, I don't think that's a bad move.
No,
it was
it's
so
not.
loud in there, but
was
like
so
the
loud.
visual of Dave like reaching down his phone, being like, "Play this."
Yeah, dude, I can't believe how much bigger this place has gotten. I really can't believe it.
What bars are just extended further down the
Yes,
strip?
dude. The more that I think about it, so I graduated undergrad in 2013, so it was 10 years ago. That was maybe like my last real time hitting Broadway, and like Honky Tonk was like the spot,
Yeah.
you know. And do you remember that when that was like the number one? And
I
it's
would
just
say
now
it
there's
was, like-
fucking every single singer has a bar.
I think that's all happened in like the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been critical of Nashville, just Broadway in general, I guess, because you saw that and you're like, it lived up to the hype, and it was great yesterday. But dude, weekends, it's
It's a little much.
it's a lot, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I think last night was perfect.
Yeah, no, it's great. It was a Monday, and like it was pretty chill.
Mhm.
So I mean, what are you gonna say?
Oh, I have yet to post this video, but after Dave paid $100 for the song, Dante again got livid because the singer was a girl, like came in for that song. Remember? Where was she?
Yeah.
hiding the
Yes,
whole
I don't
time?
know. She was like passing the bucket and stuff, and like asking requests. I know.
Oh, and then she like pointed up to Dave, and the whole crowd clapped, and Dave like didn't acknowledge it at all. And Dante's like, "She played that for you, and you didn't even say thank you."
Yeah.
it just turned into a father-son
Yeah.
fight at
And
Kid
she's-
Rock's VIP section.
And she said this like, "Oh my god, this guy picked this fucking song and even clap."
She said that on mic.
Yes, he said that on the mic, and then Dante said that
he
afterwards.
is a fucking mutant.
And he just turned around and he's like, "What? She needs me to clap to know that she did a good job?" It's like, well, I mean, that's kind of what you do.
If Barstool Backstage is listening, Dante and Dave need to do a series where Dante just teaches Dave music etiquette
Yeah.
or live band
or etiquette.
etiquette. Yeah. Well, let's start with music,
Yeah, dude. I mean,
and he'll just have to break down everything with South Park metaphors.
yeah. And I said that on, I think I said that on
And the
Sunday.
mid-show
Yeah, yesterday.
yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, and I said this Sunday too. Like the first 2 hours of the road trip down were the most tolerable Dave has been to me in the last 5 years, and then he just flipped it into gear when we went to West Lafayette. I was like, oh, maybe Dave will be on best behavior this trip.
What happened? What did he say once we got back in the car? How did the tables turn?
I forgot what he did, but he would like his fucking navigation skills are just
Oh,
awful,
He's terrible.
horrible.
He's terrible in that.
Horrible navigation guy.
Yeah.
Like, is a front seat guy, whatever. I don't really care. I'll take the back. Not a big deal. But he's like,
I mean, you had to become the navigation guy. I was driving. He had his phone plugged in for music, but then he wasn't really paying attention to that either. You had to do the navigation like you're whispering it in my ear over my shoulder.
Again, that could
Exactly.
be part of the music etiquette course.
Yeah.
He puts turning the car music on priority over directions.
he does.
Can't do that.
Yeah,
for shotgun.
100% does. Yeah, I don't know. Lot going on that trip. I also should have mentioned that we had a bad Arby's, so that's why poor Lance was so hungry because the West Lafayette Arby just didn't cut it.
Surprisingly, did not live up to the hype. West Lafayette Arby's.
You guys went out of your way. You guys left another place to go to Arby's.
We walked like
100 yards.
yeah,
But still.
we could have used the steps. Anyways.
yeah, exactly.
I have an etiquette question. Not even etiquette, but
Before you do it, though, I want to talk about NASCAR, Danny. NASCAR's first ever street race in the heart of Chicago is coming this weekend. The biggest names in NASCAR will battle on Sunday, July 2nd for 100 laps of the NASCAR Cup Series inaugural Grant Park 220. Drivers will be tested on the unprecedented 12-turn Chicago street course running through iconic Grant Park. It's a 2-day music festival as well, featuring acts like the Chainsmokers, Miranda Lambert, the Black Crowes, and Charlie Crockett. The Chicago Street Race, one more time, is on July 2nd. It premieres on TV at 4:30 Central, and it's going to be on NBC. So I'm so excited to see how it looks.
me too.
It's going to be sick.
I'm so fascinated about how this whole thing's going to look.
12 turns. Like it's I feel like I'm going to get inspiration. Driving down Chicago after seeing those guys, but it is like it is right in the heart. You're going to see like all like the iconic things are going to be right there.
Yep.
It's going to be very cool visually.
That's like one of the big pros, right, of Soldier Field is like the scenic view around
Yeah.
it. Like one of the only pros, I should say.
The only pro.
Yeah,
Because I was there the other night and it fucking sucked.
It was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like NASCAR is going to be kind of in the same area, like exactly right, the same area, really. And I know it's going to be sweet. I'm excited to go. So if you're headed out there, say what's up. And if you're not, make sure you're checking out one more time, July 2nd, 4:30 Central on NBC. All right, etiquette.
I'm sorry. You've heard about the IBS before. I got it.
You've got
right
IBS?
Now. Yeah.
Why? What do you think it was?
Follow him in there with the camera.
Yeah,
Coffee.
follow him in.
Follow him in.
I'm going upstairs or else this whole
Coffee?
floor will stink. Yeah.
How long do you think it's going to be?
It'll be quick. It's going to be an explosive one, I could tell. Just
Wow.
you can cut some ads or wait or whatever.
I don't know
Talk
what this
about
guy was
shit.
doing.
Is this
As
a
long as
joke?
you're gone. No, I swear I got to go.
This guy jumped from etiquette to. Wow.
Danny Poopy Pants.
Yeah, I guess maybe we take a break.
We could take a break.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll wait for him. This is the most. I'm waiting with bated breath to hear the etiquette. All right, so we're back. You just took an explosive dump.
Yes. Dave loves telling everyone who I meet for the first time that I have IBS, so I guess we could talk about it.
Undiagnosed, though, right?
Is anyone diagnosed with IBS?
I think so. That's why it has a name.
Yeah, but it's also like I know if I change my diet, I will be 80% better. But every morning I wake up and coffee is what does it. So every morning I just decide, do I want to be tired the rest of the day or do I want to shit 3 times before noon?
So every time I see you with a coffee in the office, you're going to be taking a massive dump later, like an explosive.
Later, as in probably like within the half hour.
How is that possible? Isn't your intestine like longer than the planet Earth?
I also have a friend who demands that, or who like is steadfast that like that's not how it works. Like nothing slides through.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know, you guys just saw it.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
His argument would be like that would be like what you ate last night. Like finally, like
Sure, but it
calm.
yes, but the coffee is pushing it out.
Yeah, I think that's
Like I don't know if
reasonable.
I'm not shitting coffee, but it gets everything going in there.
Yeah, like it cleans the pipes.
Yeah, like so for example, since I ate like a pig last night at like 1 a.m. before going to bed, 1 coffee will just. But if I didn't really eat anything last night, had a normal dinner.
Your small intestine is 22 feet long.
But also, whenever I say the coffee thing, people act like coffee is pretty much a laxative for everyone.
You feel like a pig, brother?
Yeah,
You ever seen Hulk Hogan's sex tape?
can't say I have.
It's a federal offense.
Eddie's
Yeah.
listening to the audio apparently.
Well, that was an all-time line from the Hulk Hogan Bubba Love
What did he
Sponge sex
say it
tape.
again?
He like got up. He's like, "Oh fuck, I feel like a pig, brother. Ate so much last night," and he was just like burping after banging this lady. It's so funny.
HH,
You can't even find that thing anywhere. I don't think.
you've been looking.
Well, it's like it was
Scraped.
it was such a high-profile case.
Yeah.
You know?
You'd think there would be.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
probably be like a trace of it somewhere. But I mean, that's like me and my buddy still say that.
feel like a pig,
So,
brother.
yeah, I feel like a pig, brother. Like, you know,
You got to get that on a quote card.
you have to.
And H.H. Eddie. That'd be Michael Scott, Wayne Gretzky.
I feel like a pig, brother. I mean, it's so funny. He just rolls over. He's burping. If you know, you know. I hope someone out there listening
That's
knows.
a privilege of being a famous person. You can just do whatever you want. Can you imagine doing that after sex? Just being like, oh, and just burping in bed
Just
like
burping.
that? Some random girl? No.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're Hogan.
Is Nashville big homeless population?
I haven't seen many.
I think it appears that way. But
Really?
I
You've
haven't-
seen them?
Yeah, a little bit.
Not as bad as Chicago.
I don't know, man. I watched the gas station, which was like less than a mile yesterday. I got harassed by like 5 seemingly homeless people.
Well, I always think like just warm weather cities
Yeah.
in general. Just
There's like houses half built, like get the Tyvek up, and I'm walking back, and a lady pops out of one of the holes, and goes, oh, "I thought you were someone else." And I go, "What?" And she goes, "I thought this was gonna be my last day." I go, "What? You got a bounty on you or something?" And I go, "Oh no," and she's like, "You're cute." I was like, "Thank you, I needed that. Can I have a cigarette?" It's like, "I don't got any."
that reminds me of our old office when that one homeless guy asked,
my
you,
God.
asked you for a rip of is your Gatorade. Do you
Yeah.
remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That was an all-timer.
This homeless man by our old office, shout out Farmers Insurance Crawl Space. I didn't even open the Gatorade yet. He wanted first sip of my Gatorade.
Yeah, what did he say? He's like, "Yo, let me get first or something like that."
He was like asking for a swig, and like I was about to open it, and like looked like I was gonna take a sip. He's like, "Ah." I was like, "What?"
Yeah, this
It's
is
like, oh,
mine.
gross. I can't have it now.
Yeah. You should have let me have first sip, and then you could have the rest of your Gatorade. Dude, that's I've never heard of that. Yeah, like the way you explain it too, like in my head, I imagine like how he had a word for it too, like first rip or something, like how people have for like shorts on a cigarette. You know,
Right.
like, yo, let me get shorts. Like, he's like, yo, let me get first rip. Like that's a thing. You know. I'm gonna start doing that. People are about to let me get first rip of that. I mean, that's disgusting if you're not like a person on the corner.
Yeah.
You know? It's
Yeah,
like-
for anyone.
it's so foul.
Yeah.
Yeah, any stranger. Forget if they have a house or not. You're a stranger.
That's a Dave today. Open up a beer. Hey, just let me get first rip on that.
I didn't get a chance to do it last night, but my goal was to convince Dave that just random people, like random guys, because the whole NHL is in town, just be like, oh, like that guy's a guy, and like have Dave try to like take pictures and talk to him as if they're like NHL players, and then just be like, what do you like? Just put Dave in awkward social situations. That's like my favorite thing to do.
Probably would have worked. But not really though. If there's live music, he's like a fucking moth to the flame. He's not going anywhere. Are you so what happened then? Did she just like laid off after you said you didn't have a cigarette?
I didn't stop walking the whole time.
Yeah. Do you think she actually
she
thought
went
you
back
were-
into the house?
Do you think she actually thought you were cute, or you think it was a ploy to get a cig?
I think it was a ploy to get a cig, but
Yeah.
I'll believe the alternative.
That's smart though. I mean, you probably would if you had
You
a
give me a
cig,
compliment, I'll do just
Yeah,
about
she-
anything.
Buttering me up.
you would have given her a cig. If I hear footsteps upstairs, I don't know who that is.
Those are Tom Lay footsteps.
Those are some fee fi fo fum Tom Lay footsteps.
Yeah, there are.
Mm.
Hey, let's take a quick break here because I want to talk about BOWLERO. It's the world's largest owner and operator of bowling centers with over 325 locations throughout the United States, currently located in 34 states. Okay, so BOWLERO, they have beautifully and artistically created some great cocktails for the people, great arcades, great bowling experience, and a creative menu. So go check them out as well, because the Barstool BOWLERO Invitational is here, and you can have a chance to win tickets to the big game next February, or the big game for basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Tournament.
Yes, you can
Yep.
have a chance to go to there. Well, not that one. The professional leagues, you can have a chance to
See,
Thanks,
aren't you
professional.
glad I clarified?
see. Exactly. And plus a trip to the Barstool BOWLERO Invitational Finale in Chicago on August 9th. So the fun doesn't stop here, though. Enjoy a guaranteed spot on the lanes when you reserve a lane or book an event at a BOWLERO near you. Visit BOWLERO.com using promo code Barstool for 15% off your next lane reservation. This offer is only valid through August 31st. Visit BOWLERO.com/Barstool to learn more about the Barstool Bowlero Invitational. Starting July 12th, participation is open until July 23rd. No skills required. All participants have an equal chance of winning. To find a participating center near you, visit BOWLERO.com/Barstool. Bowleros are everywhere. So,
You ever had a turkey?
yeah, I was in a league last summer.
No turkeys, even though
No,
you're in a league?
I got two, and every the third one I always choke. So
Damn.
maybe we'll go to Bowlero
Yeah.
and just bowl until I get a turkey.
Turkey's a great feeling.
It's good content.
Top
idea.
feeling in sports.
Yeah. All right, let's get back into the show. Didn't you have like a bunch of run-ins? Did you ride in someone's car randomly?
That sounds worse than it was.
It sounds pretty fucking weird regardless.
So you guys went to Hattie's. I had to come back at a meeting, and then I had to upload ads and shit. So I was still starving, so I went across the street to a bar that you, Lance, and I had gone to the night before, but they were closed. And then as I was walking away, there was like an older woman getting out of her car, and she was trying to go there too. And she's like, "Oh, it's closed." And then across the street, there was another bar with an employee out setting up. They weren't open yet. And that employee was like, "Sorry, Patty, like we're not open for another hour." So I was like, okay. She's a local, seemingly normal. And then when she saw me walking away from the other bar, she says, "Get in. We're going to Dicey's. It's right on the other side of this. First drink on me." I said, "All right." And it was literally a 20-second ride. We got in there. She put a 20 down on the bar and left.
Oh, that's crazy. Did she know who you were or anything?
No, she said she worked for NASCAR, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow. Sounds like a nice lady. Maybe we'll run into her this weekend.
it was. Then there were some really nice people at that bar, too.
Really?
They gave me a
Wow.
free sandwich.
I mean, it still sounds kind of crazy.
If
that
that,
you got in
if
the
the
car.
if the
You're getting in
homeless,
cars with strangers.
if
It's like
yeah,
they teach you that when you're 3.
she wasn't a stranger. We were talking. Hey, if she tried anything I had a plan, she would have been knocked out.
You think so?
I mean,
No.
Tennessee.
I can't imagine Danny punching people.
Uh-huh.
Has he ever punched anyone? Have you seen it? I
That's
saw him
my
freak out on the guy who broke Dave's mirror. That's about it.
Yeah,
knowledge. Yeah.
verbally punched.
Why you ever punch your brother in the face?
No,
No.
not in the face.
No,
Mm-mm.
no.
Face is too intense.
Yeah.
Slap?
but-
Slap a brother in the face?
Probably
Yeah.
not like those whatever that league is. They're chalking their hands.
Oh, the
up and
power
smacking.
slap?
Yeah. But if the homeless encounters had happened before that, I probably wouldn't have gotten in the car. I'll admit.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Did you ever get in a fist fight with your brother?
I mean, our age gap's so big.
Yeah. That'd be kind of
There's
cheap.
been times where it's like I wanted to.
Yeah.
But never. Like, no. Because it's just like I've always been so much like older than him and bigger than him that it was just.
You just put him in whenever he acted up. You just put him in a straitjacket. Just like hold his arms and like, dude, shut the fuck up.
You know what? I remember like what I would do if he was born when he was like young, because like when I was 18, he was 8. You know, so but like yeah, I mean I would like tease him and like pin his arms on, pretend to spit in his face. Like I would do all that stuff, but it was never like out of anger.
The typewriter, stand on their arms, their chest.
Oh, dude. Here's a take. I think I'd rather be punched than poked.
Like poked where?
Like on the arm.
Like someone going, "Hey, buddy."
Yeah, dude. Or like a chest. Like fucking, dude, pokes suck.
You're not. Are you talking like?
I'm saying like
obviously not pain wise. It's more like demeaning.
no, it
Getting,
like they're
getting
like
poked in the chest is like begging for a punch back.
Right.
I know, but it is like there is like a weird like not pain, but it doesn't feel good.
A poke in the chest is like a spit in the face almost.
I'm saying like
we
a
have to
sharp.
fight now.
It is.
I'm saying like a sharp index finger poke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They haven't come
You-
with
those.
nails for a while.
Yeah, it's like someone
Yeah.
just hammering you with a poke. You
I
know?
don't know if I've ever been poked like that.
No.
Like hard. I
Yeah.
feel like
Can I give you a couple?
no. Well, I feel like you'd hurt your finger doing that.
Probably.
Poke
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
You know what the move became as I got older and realized it was a thing, and it just strictly business, no more like messing around. A dead leg, a Charlie horse,
Oh,
out of
yeah.
commission.
When you people
Brother's acting up, wants a remote.
Oh
Quick,
yeah.
boom, he's on the
Elbow.
couch.
Yep.
Yeah, elbow to the thigh.
He's missing basketball practice.
Yeah, those suck. So did the rhinoceros knee.
Rhinoceros knee. No, can
Yeah.
you demonstrate on Chief real quick?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what that
You
is
just
either.
like fucking knee someone in the ass real hard.
Like left cheek, right cheek, center.
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 Yeah.
The hole.
Yeah, you just try to split the gap. You know. Hey, do they sell straight jackets?
I'm sure. Ask
That would be
Dave.
awesome. To like the next White Sox Dave challenge, if he loses, he's got to wear a straight jacket for the podcast. Could you imagine that visual?
I'd rather have a muzzle than a straight jacket for him. Like, that
He would
be-
never do that though. That's too demeaning. Like a straight jacket would be like,
Well, like the Hannibal Lecter mask.
Yeah.
dude, imagine if we wheeled him in. Should I call him right now?
Do you think he's awake? He was calling people fuckface at 6 a.m., but no one's seen him since.
I went to a room raider, his room after Chiefs, and he wasn't in there. But about 18 water bottles were. You're calling him?
Yeah, I'm just asking him. Hey, dude, if I bought a straight jacket, would you wear it on a podcast? Where is he, dude?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Ed.
Yeah,
Hey, where you at?
downstairs.
Hey, if I bought a straight jacket, would you wear it on a podcast?
No,
like a hard no, or like you could be convinced?
no,
Say, what if you lose 3 White Sox Dave challenges in a row?
What if you lost 3 White Sox Dave challenges in a row?
no,
4.
4.
no.
He thought about though 5 last time. 5.
Anything we could do to make this happen?
Well, let's start talking money.
Why are you a little short right now because you've Venmoed the band too much money?
No, I'm not.
Where are you?
I'm
Oh,
in
you're
my
not.
bedroom. What's up?
Oh,
You weren't in there earlier.
oh yeah. Danny went in there to try to. He was trying to hidden camera your room,
No, I wasn't.
and you weren't there.
Well, I'm here.
All right,
Dang.
all right. We'll see you,
He
Dave.
was not in there.
Dude.
I went
I
wild.
was when you were saying he wasn't in there, I was started to get a little bit worried because I had this visualization that there's no way that Dave knows the address still and knows the key to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He would just been like, he
Surprising
could have
that-
been wandering the streets. He could have been in one of those half-built houses,
Yeah.
asking
with
for
my
cigarettes. Yeah,
Surprisingly, that hasn't been a problem. The key code.
yeah.
Or it could be Dave, like, you could have stayed at, like, Glenny or Tommy Smoke's hotel or something like that.
Yeah,
Or something like that.
Yeah.
nice
never
little
know.
Southern Belle.
Yeah, maybe that, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the first and only thing I thought.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I did have a question before, kind of speaking of homeless people. Again, I don't know if they were homeless, but I forget where it was. It was last week. I went to Fall Out Boy. I went to Lyrical Lemonade. One of those times I was walking back, and I was approaching. I saw, like, from 40 yards away, there were 2 people on the ground near a bike rack. I'm like, huh. As I got a little closer, they still hadn't seen me, but I realized they were trying to steal a bike. And so once they saw me, they were on the ground and, like, pretending to do push-ups and like, yeah, you do it like this, like trying to cover their tracks. And I was like, well, if they care enough to stop when I'm passing, do I say something at this point?
No,
Like, morally, I don't want no smoke, obviously.
Yeah.
what would you say? What could you even say?
I think you just got to give them the guys, like, you know, like,
Go hall monitor on
You
them.
gotta
once.
have your dad voice.
yeah.
Yeah,
Dave?
My people parking in Dave's spot voice. But yeah, I just meant, like, I'm not gonna be fighting crime, but I'm just like, let them know that I know. I know you're not practicing push-ups on the ground.
Yeah. I mean, you really should, though. Like, you should have hit him. You guys got permission to be doing push-ups by this bike rack? Like, you should have fucking, like, if
You got a permit for that?
Yeah.
It's like 11:30 at night.
Still, I mean, it doesn't. You got a mustache. Like, people might think that you're
A cop.
somebody.
Do you think
Yeah.
do you think that's a thing anywhere outside Chicago? Mustaches or cops?
Well, yeah. I mean, firemen can't have
Yeah,
beards.
yeah, I knew
You know
that.
that.
Yeah,
But like,
Now all the cops are like young kids.
yeah, that's true. I do feel like Farva kind of popularized the cop mustache.
yeah, that's probably true.
You know,
Yeah,
at least trooper mustache, so to speak. Maybe.
It's more like a sheriff. I feel like,
mustache.
yeah,
Yeah, you got to have the
sheriff.
round hat.
Mm-hmm.
Got to have the round hat. I wonder how those are, because you know what? I don't like driving with a hat on.
I
Especially
can't wear a
backwards.
hat backwards when I'm driving.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How do those sheriffs do that with that round fucking thing?
That's a good question.
Maybe they
around?
leave it on the seat, and then they put it on when they get out.
I hope so.
But their headrest, I think, is a little below where the hat would meet. You know,
Oh, it goes down below the neck. It's like
Maybe
a barber chair.
They adjust the bucket seat.
Yeah, it could be like a barber chair. You're right. I guess so.
What's the Cadillac? I feel like that's probably got a low.
Very low.
Yeah, so you could
very
wear
low.
you could wear hats in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. I literally thought of that when I was talking about it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know what you should do if you're in that situation.
I'm not gonna do shit. But
Yeah, but like, what if someone what if that bike meant to
Yeah.
as much to that person like Pee Wee Herman's bike meant to Pee Wee Herman? You know?
True. This is why I ask you guys.
Yeah, I would have said.
I was outnumbered though.
I think you should give them the guys.
Hey,
Well, did they look like tough? Was it a guy and a girl?
It was a guy and a girl.
Oh yeah.
Can't be hitting girls, dude.
Well, I'm not advocating that. Was it so it was 11:30, you're walking back. Was it like a nice bike?
To be honest, I really couldn't tell. There was like two. There was two. I just kept walking. You can't stop. Then that's when the commotion gets going.
Have you ever stolen a bike?
No. Why you have, you dick?
No, I haven't. But
Oh.
you seem like you would be like, yeah, in 5th grade, I
Yeah.
like
No, I
you're
know.
the type of guy who would just do random bad things.
If I was able to do the ride mine and hold the one on with one of my hands, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
not coordinated enough for that, so maybe I would have gotten to the bike stealing game if I was able to do that.
You needed the getaway bike.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Remember Disney's version of Leave It to Beaver, the movie, where the one kid goes,
Yeah.
he loved his bike too. He goes, "Hey kid, let me see that bike," and he's doing a bunch of wheelies and shit. And then he goes, "I'll show you a trick you'll never forget." And then he storms off with the bike.
Yeah, he steals
was
the Beav's
Eddie.
bike. You remember that one?
Nope.
I watched it on a plane recently.
At Brink was the brother,
Yeah.
Andy Brink.
Andy Brinker. I think I DM'd him to come on the show one day.
Really?
Yeah, because I wanted to do like a obscure character kind of thing, and like he was gonna be.
He was
one of
great.
them. He was great.
Him
yeah.
and the villain in Brink. He was in a bunch of movies like that too, Disney movies.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah. His name was.
All-time villain.
Oh yeah, he's a big villain.
I was a little too old for those.
Really?
Yeah, I was never a Disney Channel guy. We didn't have it.
Chief is watching the original Leave It to Beaver.
Yeah.
Nick at
Were you
Night.
black and white when you first started?
No, but I remember when we got cable.
No.
I remember when we got cable.
Oh, yeah?
I was like 7. So
Hogan's Heroes and MASH and shit.
I don't know what Hogan's Heroes is,
Oh, sorry.
but yeah, no, and I remember we only had 36 channels. So it was like that, but that was like a big step up. 36 channels.
Yeah,
So-
that's nice.
Disney wasn't one of them.
Dante the Don is awoken.
He's awoken. Dante, what are you doing?
Could we discuss
Can you come in for a second here?
some of last night's videos?
Is that working?
Dante, welcome.
Hey guys, my voice is struggling a little bit.
Yeah, everyone's just
Sound like Morgan Wallen over here.
Yeah, exactly. About to cancel all future.
Quite the night.
So we kind of already gave context about those videos, and we said how you were disgruntled with White Sox Dave. Can you give your reasonings why, please?
Yeah, he just tries so hard to be like Mr. Not cool, but
Yeah,
He can't play the hits. He has to have like the obscure hit.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like
it's like the passing the aux cord, but for like a live crowd.
Dave wants the shock and awe.
Right.
And then for everyone to be like, great pick, man.
Like,
Didn't
dude.
see that coming.
no
Yeah,
one's looking
exactly.
for new music in a setting like that.
no, it wasn't even new music. He was asking for like Hanson,
Yeah.
Yes,
which they were like the guy had no clue. He was like, "Who is that?"
really.
And Dave had to Dave had to show him on his phone like 3 different times. The guy kept coming up, and then finally the girl came up and was like, "No, the band doesn't know that." So then he went to Love Shack or whatever.
I would like to be clear. I'm very pro Hanson. I just don't know how good Mbop would be live. But go on.
in Kid Rock's bar on Broadway in Nashville.
With the
Dude,
sign
Kid
that says,
Rock-
with Hanson playing with the sign that says Cadillac Pussy behind it.
Yeah. So it's like context. You got to take it into account, like where you're at.
He will never do that.
Good one,
No,
Dante.
Ever.
No.
That's what I was saying. I was like, dude,
No.
let them do their job. Like, it was taking like big pauses between songs because they were like having conversations with him. I was just like, just let the band play.
If you think that man is going to look
Awareness?
around and
You
account
want
for
him
his
to have
surroundings before he
awareness?
makes a decision, you are wrong.
All right, now let's go to you
I
were.
can't believe the people defending him though.
Well-
like my Twitter, there are people that are like,
They were. I said this earlier in the pod. They were looking at him because I think they spotted the guy who's like
The sucker.
ready to. He paid him like $300.
They
And they
grabbed
played
him by
like-
his ankles and watched the coins
no,
drop
he
out.
didn't.
Yeah,
he
he did.
Venmoed them $100, 2 separate transactions, and he gave a $100 bill for Love Shack.
He probably got the fraud alert and everything.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Like, yeah, I just called him down there. He's probably sitting there like trying to fucking rent his car out again, dude. That's
I mean, good for them. These bands work their ass off and they
Yeah.
pass the bucket for a reason. They don't make shit in Broadway. It's like a privilege to get to play these stages. So they play for tips. So
dude, that's got to be changing a little bit though. Those bars are making money hand over fist. Like they got to
dude,
make
no.
at least like.
There's so many bands here
Yeah,
dying
that's
to
true.
play
That's a good point.
that it's honestly it's like a privilege to play on Broadway. So
That's a very good point. You
Yeah.
know, you say that, and you're like, this guy. You got to take account of where you are. Imagine, like, I'm just picturing Kid Rock in what fucking church?
Church bells?
Yeah.
Wow.
What's going on?
That's what is that? A ring?
Alarm?
Call or text?
my grandma.
But call or text?
It's my grandma.
Oh,
Okay. Didn't answer, but
does she
okay.
text?
No, call.
No. Could you, I'm imagining White Sox Dave in you've seen Joe Dirt. When Kid Rock rolls up and he's like an ass. Oh, you want some cheeseburger with those? You imagine Kid Rock rolling into his own section. Who's the fucking sissy who wants to play Umbas? Do you imagine, dude?
I didn't even think
Imagine who the fuck requested Umbas?
It was me, Mr. Rock.
And he's just face to face with Kid Rock.
So then you guys got into it again because Dave didn't acknowledge the female singer after she played a song. He didn't say thank you.
No, she called him out.
Yeah, she did.
She goes, "Wow, that asshole requesting songs didn't even clap." and I said, "Did you hear that?" And Tom was recording, and he was recording Ryan dancing his ass off. And I was like, "Did you guys hear that?" Like, no, I was like, the singer just called Dave out for being an asshole. He didn't even emotionless. He wasn't even like smiling or anything. He was just staring off like a serial killer.
Yeah, like he was about to jump off that
They
balcony.
just played his song. Half the people knew it. The other half were like, "Where the fuck are we right now?"
Where's
They
Hanson?
finished, and Dave wasn't even like, "Yeah."
And his response was, what? I need to clap to let her know she did a good job?
She was on the mic looking you in the eyes.
And then to top it all off and bring it full circle, they're sitting there towards the end of their set, and they're like, "All right, we need another request. What do we got? What do we got?" And Ryan just screams out, how you're supposed to, unwritten, not pulling out his phone, shoving it in their face, calling them over to have a conversation.
Reading 10-size font from stage.
And she goes, oh my God, great idea. The fact that they play that bar every fucking week and they probably get every fucking song under the sun requested, and that one was like,
She got excited about that.
Did they
yeah,
play
like
it?
that has never,
Fuck, I
she's
missed
never
that.
had that asked. It was crazy. And that was awesome. So props to Ryan for that.
Nice
And the
pick-me-up.
song went off.
Yeah, everyone loved it.
Place went
'Cause it's a
nuts.
great
The
song.
band loved playing it. It was like in Dave's face. It was like,
That was the second time that happened. Because I did call in Baton Rouge, too. And the guy, when Dave was trying to do, I think, Love Shack, I asked for calling Baton Rouge. And the guy points at my chest. He goes, that we can do.
We don't know all these John Prime songs.
and it just crazy that he was like trying to fight me about this. Like, it was just like, Dave.
I can't wait. I can't wait for his rebuttal tomorrow on the mid show. It's gonna be.
He's sending me screenshots of like his Venmo account and shit. I'm like, dude, I don't care. Like, I don't care that you paid them money. I'm talking about like the overall
Etiquette, right?
Yeah.
Just-
Have you seen him today?
But like he will think he's right about this forever.
Oh.
Like he'll never let it
I
go.
mean, what's the big deal? There is a part to
These
this
two people on
story,
Twitter
I don't
agreed
know if
with
you
me.
guys know or not, that changes everything. That I don't think he'll ever fucking tell, so I can't like say anything.
Oh, you broke the Golden Rule podcast.
Now you have to
can't
say
do
it.
that.
I can't.
All right, can you say it? And
can't.
say it, and we'll edit it out.
No, yeah, you're right. You can't. You have to say it.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Now we don't have
What
to be
could
Team
this
Dave.
possibly
Yeah.
be?
How is it bad?
It obviously has to do with a woman.
Oh, I do know that part. You can't say that.
Come on.
Yeah,
The fuck is that?
sorry.
Sorry
I'm
to
not-
say
I don't-
sorry to the audience.
Yeah, say apologize.
blue
to
balled
everyone.
him.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was wrong.
I don't think it changes much, but okay.
Never speak to me again. But
Sounds like you may never speak.
yeah,
again.
before I go though, can we talk about how I made Lance a believer in God?
Oh,
we
already
talked
we
about
already
that.
talked
I did
about it.
something good this trip.
Yeah,
The
the
patron-
Lance's guardian angel.
Patron saint of pizza.
Lance has to convert to Catholicism now.
Wait, are you not a Catholic?
That's personal, Eddie. Don't ask him his religion.
You are?
He was like a CCD guy though. Now he's.
Oh, he was. He was stealing pens and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Well, that was like that's a lot of power you just unleashed for that.
I'm a convert.
Yeah, pretty much.
What would you do if Dave was doing that at one of your bars?
He does every time. Every time. I'm just used to it. The problem.
I know the owner.
The problem is.
Doesn't matter if you know the owner. We do not know that song.
No, like the problem is he'll hit like 300, and he will send me 10 songs, and 2 or 3 of them will be really good, and be like, oh shit, I forgot about that song, or I never even thought about that. He did it with my Windy City Smokeout
Yeah.
set. He sent me a few songs that
Still
I was,
takes credit for
He
that.
was in the middle of the crowd holding up his phone.
his
Play this.
claim to fame is that Redbone song,
Yeah, duh.
which he loves and loves to tell people about. But he was right. I played it, fucking went off, and I was like, he was like, that was all me. I was like, yeah, it was all you. Like that has fueled the fire. Now he thinks
You gave him confidence.
every time.
He
that
doesn't
we're in
know
a
about
music-
the 8 that you ignored.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't. Well, there was.
You should do this at one of your bars and DJ one time, where you just play every song he sends you, and then just watch the bar clear out as like as a
Tumbleweed
social
going
experiment.
across
Yeah.
the dance
It's
floor.
honestly admirable. Like if you could go up there and see 10 pitches and you only hit one, and you're like, yeah, I hit one. Like, that's great. Like like
One
and
for
just,
one.
Yeah, just completely forget about the 10 that hit the netting in the back. Like that's a great mindset. I wish I
I'm
had
seriously
that.
jealous.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know it is.
I want to be clear because Dave loses it when we talk about like when we bash on him for anything music related. I'm not going against his taste. There's just a time and place for certain songs.
Yeah.
It's
sure.
it's the awareness. It's like that. That's like the like his FIFA rating or for defensive awareness is a 0. It's just like a 0 for awareness.
I mean, I tried to call him up here. Well, actually, I called him. I asked him if he'd wear a straitjacket on a podcast.
I wonder why he's not here yet.
He just said no to like talk about this, but I guess we'll have to get into it with him on the mid show tomorrow.
I mean, at
But-
6 a.m, he was replying to tweets calling people fuckface. So he's I think he'll still probably.
Dude, I woke up. I'm afraid to pull my chat up. I woke up to the craziest text this morning.
Dude.
You know what sucked though? We were at the bar and Danny had the Chicago account going, and I'm standing right next to Dave, and some girl kept responding to his video tweet, and I replied, and she said something like, Danny just said, like, there's a time and a place, like, not to mention the band wasn't playing this whole time and the rest of the crowd is standing there. And I wrote, like, exactly. Dave has his fucking tweets on his fucking Apple Watch. His watch goes beep beep. And he just goes like this and turns and looks at me and shows me his hand. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, fuck. And he just shakes his head and he's like looking at me. And
We'll
just,
deal
like,
with this
turns
tomorrow.
back and starts watching the band.
That's kind of a psycho move to have tweets pop up on your Apple Watch.
No
too.
shit,
Yeah.
right?
He's like
we
James
talked-
Bond looking at his high-tech watch.
We talked about this before. He has notifications on for every tweet. Every time he gets boom, 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 or everyone he follows, I believe it is actually.
Something like that.
He said
yeah.
something that.
That's gonna be so much anxiety.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Live how you live. I don't.
Live and let live.
I don't know. He's gonna be so mad at the show, and I'm the only one that's gonna get blamed. Like that's all.
I'll get
He's
blamed.
never gonna hear this show.
It'll get clipped and someone. I don't think one of these guys will one out of context clip, and then the whole ride home he'll be badgering me with it and
Yeah.
So
get pictures of me in like gas station like I just shit on the floor. You know, like I was just gonna like this is retaliation.
that would actually be good. I'm glad you preemptively called that out.
It's going to happen.
Did
It's a
you
lot.
did you talk about fucking Glenny Ball's clout?
Yeah, a little bit like how he's the king of Nashville. We were in Kid
Dude.
Rock's like private.
Yeah, we were in Kid Rock's like
when I-
glassed in private box.
Yeah, when we say like not like the bar, like it actually belongs to the man, Kid Rock. Like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that's where he goes when he's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He and that was like Dallas Davidson was like, how the hell you guys all get in here? I was like, that guy over there.
Glenn.
Dude, I forgot we met that guy.
Yeah.
Dude, this guy is like one of the biggest songwriters in Nashville.
He's written every
really?
Yes.
every hit under the sun.
Yes, dude. Like
He's
I'm
the
talking bangers. And
He's the man.
I went up to him and I'm like, how do you know him? Because Dante was talking to him. He's like, oh, because you're buddies with Luke Bryant. And you're like, he is good friends with Luke. And so I went up to him. I was like, hey. I was like, did you write Suntan City by chance? And he just looked at me dumbfounded. He's like, brother, he's like, I've written 9 number ones for that guy. I've never once had someone ask me about Suntan City.
That's
Like, he was
hilarious.
just like dumbfounded that I'm like, yeah, it's about PCB and stuff, right? Because we were talking, it was fresh in my mind. He's like, honestly, you'll be very disappointed. It's actually because I was in a tanning bed one day and it just hit me in my brain.
Eddie compared that to dropping Leprechaun on Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, like it was kind of like it got like a reaction. I got like a giggle out of him. He's like, dude, I kind of love that. Like he probably gets like all the main ones that he's written. I mean, he's written like
Yeah.
I pulled it up his discography when I was in the Uber home, and it's like, oh my god.
Oh, he's a monster.
Yes, not
Nicest-
just Luke.
Nicest guy ever too.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
got up and sang last night.
Yeah.
Oh,
which
did
was-
he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sang last night.
So can he sing?
yeah, he's
Yeah.
got a band. He's got a band called the Peach Pickers, which
Why is
is
he-
like kind of big.
It's gonna be a long conversation, but why is he giving away all those hits if he's a singer?
Dude, we talked about this last night.
I know, but I still don't get it.
I want to have him on backstage and ask that question, like why.
Well, that was like
I
that was a Chris Stapleton thing too, where
Yeah.
he like wrote songs for 15 years because he had like he had like a stage fright kind of thing.
Really?
I think that was the story. And
But
then,
that makes sense. I see why you're
Yeah.
giving your songs away then.
and then he decided to like go for it and was like, "Oh, you're fucking incredible!" And now he's like a mega star. But he
That's-
was a Nashville songwriter for like legitimately 15, 20 years.
I actually I did a podcast with Marty and Hardy way back in the day in like 2020, and I asked Hardy that because Hardy like started as primarily a
Yeah.
writer, and I forget what he wrote for.
Well, Hardy's fucking story is even cooler because he was like a metal guy forever.
Yeah,
And you can, if you go to one of his shows, you can tell because his band members are all like long black hair, sleeveless, like tatted up. They look like a metal band. And he kind of pivoted slightly into the country genre. Like he still has a rock sound
yeah.
to a lot of his shit, but yeah, they're fucking awesome, man. And I'm glad to see he's been getting like his due because he's an incredible songwriter.
Yeah.
Is that Dave?
No, it's Tom. I forget exactly what he said, but he was like, "Yeah, sometimes you're like, damn, man, I should have used that." Maybe I didn't. I gotta go rewatch the podcast. So bad answer here, but you're right. It is like, what do you? How do
They
you
just-
decide what to use yourself?
Yeah, you get to a point where you probably just like respect the art more. Like I'd rather hear this guy sing it.
Yeah.
I do think there's. So you know who Will Hogue is? He's like
Yeah.
okay. So I love Will Hogue, but he there's been times he has that one song, I'm blanking on the name of it right now, but he had a song. He's like, I think this is it. This is going to be the one that takes me to the next level, and it just never took off. So then he sold it to like a more established band. It was the number one song. So it's like there is like a almost like a glass ceiling. I feel like for some artists where it's like they play it the exact same, and then they give it to somebody else, and it's just like a financial thing. Like I took it as far as I could, sell it to somebody else. They'll make it and then make all the money.
I would have to see the receipts in order for it to make sense. I think I would get it then. If you're still
Danny brought up a great one yesterday. Like Ed Sheeran wrote "Let Me Love You," sold it to Bieber.
or love yourself. You should go and love yourself.
I always get those confused.
He's wrote Honky Tonk Badonkadonk, which is like an iconic song. Say what you want about
That
it.
honky tonk, that one.
Yeah. Badonkadonk. He wrote Rain is a Good Thing, Country Girl, Shake It For Me. I Don't Want This Night to End. I mean, he's got played again like so many fucking massive songs.
That's a good song.
Just sitting next to White Sox Dave screaming on the balcony. That's critically acclaimed.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Play
me,
Bob.
all of us.
Run Out of Moonlight, Randy Houser. It's a
Oh,
great
that's
song.
a great one.
Yeah. I don't know.
Running out of moonlight.
Did you guys talk about? Did you guys see Biz last night?
Yeah.
No.
Man, that guy, he's a showstopper.
What, he was wearing a white cowboy hat?
And he had like the jacket that I have. And I said, I've got a jacket just like that. He goes, buddy, you don't have a jacket like
No,
that.
you didn't.
Buddy, you don't got a
It
jacket
was-
like this.
It was vintage, but it was brand new.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
couture,
Oh, it was beautiful. Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, he looked good.
He walked in with a train of very attractive people, and the entire bar stopped and turned like, "Who? That has to be somebody. That has to be somebody." I'm looking over. I'm like, "Fucking Biz." Walked
Biz.
over to the bar. You guys, you were downstairs. You saw the bartenders. Very,
Yeah.
very good looking. They all stopped what they were doing, came over. Can I get you something? Can I get you something? To him, like all three of them. I was just like, man, this guy has it so
He's
tough.
got
Statement
I'm
outfit.
behind him waving a 20.
Statement outfit. Statement outfit.
So you guys shut the bar down?
Yeah. I mean, we went somewhere else. We were like walking around Broadway for a little bit.
What?
Yeah.
What time were you out till?
I got home at 4.
Yo,
When were you?
I left at like 2:30. I
Oh,
was
no
like, I
shit.
have to get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be out late at all last night, and then things.
Yeah, you
Carried
go for
away.
1 or 2.
Erupt, yeah.
Hell of a Monday.
Yeah. It's like we were saying, it's like Christmas break. Like nobody knows what day it is.
The city's insane,
know.
man.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
The city is insane.
All right, then.
Thanks, guys.
We could wrap it here. Dave, I'm sorry. Please don't take it out on me.
It's all parody.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow, I'll do another free swim since we're in Nashville, but it's me, Tommy Smokes, and Glenny, so tune in for that if you like these. But yeah. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow.